One of these days I'll be alright. There's nothing here that I don't like. Just being me, living through my scars as I watch the clouds near and far. Hard to live within the truth, the memories of my youth. I'm doing my best to get it together, no matter the storm of the weather. Living like I had nothing to lose, not allowing them to light my fuse. I know I can't be the only one, a different path I never dreamed I'd find. It's a beautiful day to start with on mine. Live your best life, I'm not crazy. Stay a while, don't worry about tomorrow. Live for today, one of these days I'll be alright. There's nothing here that I don't like. Just being me, living through my scars as I watch the clouds near and far. Hard to live what's in the truth, the memories of my youth. I'm doing my best to get it together, no matter the storm or the weather. Living like I have nothing to lose, not allowing them to light my fuse. I know I can't be the only one, a different path I never dreamed I'd find. It's a beautiful day to start with on my live your best life. I'm not crazy.
Hey guys, guess what? Rubber's a little early today. Y'all know I don't come stream this early unless it's important. Unless it's important. Today is important. Today is important. Today we have the David Burke, who hold on just 1 second, y'all. I tried to come prepared, but sometimes you just not. Okay, so sorry about that. So real quick, today we're going to go over David Burke, David Anthony Burke, who was a singer. He was 21 years old. He is facing severe legal charges in Los Angeles. He was charged today with first-degree murder. He was arrested, I believe, Friday. Today he has been charged. They are going to have an arraignment, not an arrangement, because Sheila can't spell today. Good morning, Teresa. How are you? So yeah, he's going to have an arraignment, not an arrangement. Although Hio would like to do some rearranging. She'd like to do some arrangement on him, but y'all know how that goes. Hey, Southern, how are you? So we're all aware of the David and Celeste situation. We've listened to it for quite a while now. He was arrested, I believe, Friday. Today he was officially charged. He was, let me pull up his charges one more time. He was charged with first-degree murder, mutilation of a corpse, and something else. My mind's, I've tried to shove everything down my mind this morning, so I knew what I was talking about before I hit play. I just woke up about an hour and a half ago, so I'm not really awake. It is one of those things. Good morning, Cindy, and I'm so glad you had a beautiful birthday the other day. You're my ride or die, bitch. Anyway, so let's jump into this. What we're going to do first is we're going to watch TMZ put out a statement. After TMZ put out a statement, they put out a statement. It was 2 hours ago, but prior to that, there was the official charges this morning. We will review that and be prepared for the hearing. Hang on, let me fix my screen because I don't like it. And y'all know if I don't like something. There we go. Here we go. Update. Now, why did it do that all the way down here? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do, let's make this full screen. Let's hear what Harvey Levin has to say real quick. This is, I think, 4.5 minutes long. And then we're going to jump over into the first part of where the charges were read out this morning. And then after that, hey, Rock Chalk, how are you? You're over there in vertical, girl. We're all over here in horizontal. So if you want to jump over, look, there she did. She jumped over. Good morning. And K-Swan made it too. I'm so glad y'all are all here. So let's listen to Harvey for a minute, and the actual arraignment is supposed to be at 3:30 my time, which is in about 40 minutes. So I have about 40 minutes to spend talking.
DA has now formally charged singer David
Everybody
with
have
the
your coffee.
murder of Celeste Rivas and is alleging special circumstances. Now, a lot of the information is still vague. The DA would not get into specifics, but based on the special circumstances, I think this is a window in to what the DA is alleging. The DA is saying that the special circumstances were lying in wait and financial gain. Now, he is also being charged with
Okay, so lying in wait and financial gain. Um, Interesting.
having sex
I listened to this
with a
earlier.
minor under the age of 14 and mutilation of a body. The sex
Mhm.
with a minor under the age of 13 is significant. It seems like what the DA is saying. Now, he said that the financial gain is she was a witness to something, and if it got out, it would ruin his career. And killing her was a way of preventing.
What do y'all think about that? When I listen, y'all look, my eyebrows are on. Okay, look, I'm sorry, I'm total squirreling. I'm looking at my eyebrows because yesterday Miss Dutch, she made a comment in a chat, and now she was talking about the eyebrows on the streets have been wild. So now I've been worried about my eyebrows all morning. So the hour and a half that I've been awake. So yeah, they right. I'm so glad, Rock Chalk, that they actually finally did come through with the grand jury. Yes, I'm so glad. Well, let's
That.
listen.
So is she was a witness to something, and if it got out, it would ruin his career. And killing her was a way of preventing that. So when you kind of connect the dots and put the pieces
What
together,
did she
it
witness?
seems what the DA is alleging is that Celeste was a witness to the fact that she was having sex with David. In other words, she's not just a witness, she is involved, and that she had percipient knowledge, as we say, of the circumstances that he was having sex with an underage girl. So, what you would
But
surmise
we knew that. Her mom knew that. Everybody knew that. I mean, yes, it's illegal, but why did he didn't have to kill her for that.
is that when you look at the lying in wait charge, what you would surmise is the DA seems to be suggesting that in some way
Yeah.
Celeste threatened to make their sexual relationship public or go to the police. Maybe they were having some kind of a dispute. That's what it seems the DA is suggesting. And that the lying in wait is luring her over to his place and killing her so that she
Oh.
couldn't blow the whistle on him. Now, he didn't say that, but when you try to connect the dots of lying in wait and financial gain, for possibly ruining his career, that seems to be where it's heading.
Thank you,
Now,
Southern.
when he is charged with special circumstances, that means the death penalty is on the table. It doesn't mean that that the DA will seek the death penalty, but it is on the table. Um, he is 20 years old. Now, it could go either way because he is an adult. So that's ultimately going to be up to the DA. The immediate consequence of pleading special circumstances is that he will almost certainly be denied bail. So while he awaits trial, then that would probably mean that he will be in jail for the duration of the waiting period. So that said, he is going to be arraigned today formally on charges. What is going to be interesting is this.
Now, one thing, I totally hate to interrupt Harvey, but that's what I do over here because Sheila has a lot of things to say sometimes. So my thought was not my thought, but my understanding too is his defense attorneys are totally backing him. So I mean, that's what defense attorneys do. I understand, but there's some more to this that we don't know.
the DA has an option here, which is
Hey, Glitter.
even after the charges are filed, to go back to the grand jury and ask the grand jury to indict David for these various crimes. If the DA chooses that route, the advantage of it is that it avoids a preliminary hearing, which the DA may or may not want. A preliminary hearing, even though it's designed to see if there's enough evidence, it's also designed to road test your case. I don't know whether the DA is going to go the grand jury route or not. Wouldn't shock me if the DA did that. So right now, David charged with 3 crimes, one of which puts the death penalty on the table. The medical examiner is expected.
So he's not saying the one is first-degree murder, which to alleged to have occurred on or about April 23rd, 2020. We're still waiting for documents. On or about April 23rd, 2025, the same day the victim was last seen arriving at his home. He's also charged with continuous sexual abuse of a child, specifically lewd and lascivious acts with a minor under the age of 14, and unlawful mutilation of human remains. Following the victim's death, her body was dismembered and placed in separate bags. So then special circumstances are lying in wait. Prosecutors allege the crime was premeditated. Murder for financial gain, alleged has an effort to protect his lucrative musical career from exposure of this sexual relationship. And murder of a witness, alleging the victim was killed because she was a witness to the sexual abuse investigation.
Shortly to release not the manner and the cause of death. We've already reported that a high-up LAPD source told us that the medical examiner has ruled her death a homicide, but we do not know how the death was caused, according to the medical examiner, and that will be in the medical examiner's report. That could come out as early as today, and obviously we will have that on our website the second we get it. So for now, the DA has played his cards, was not very specific about how all of this went down, except to say in April of 2025, April 23rd to be exact, that seems to be when the DA claims David killed Celeste Rivas and her body found in his car months later in September.
Okay, so let's jump over here. Let's watch this. This is the charges announced by the DA. Rock Chalk.
Good morning. My name is Nathan Hockman. I'm the district.
Rock Chalk says we're just gonna lock these little girls up. They do, and I've seen some. Actually, Duchess did some runaways, and they were both involved in running away from a home together, and it really upset me. It really did. And they run away over and over, and they find buddies to run away with.
District Attorney of Los Angeles County. With me up here is Los Angeles Police Department Chief Jim McDonald. Also at this podium on the DA side are the Assistant District Attorney Maria Ramirez, who oversees our special operations. We have John McKinney, who is our Director of Specialized Prosecutions. The Assistant Head Deputy District Attorney is Habib Balian of the Major Crimes Division. Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman of the Major Crimes Division will be the lead prosecutor on this case. From the Los Angeles Police Department, we also have Captain Scott Williams, who's the commanding officer of LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division. The Chief of Detectives, Alan Hamilton. The Director of Specialized Prosecutions, Mike Rimkunis, and the LAPD detectives on this case.
Somebody say, Rubber, your mic is muted. Anyways, I said I will repeat myself. I'm glad to see you here. You can bushwatch anytime with me.
Josh Byers and Corey Farrell. Today, I am announcing the charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4vd, in connection with the brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time. These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances. The special circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation. These special circumstances carry with it, along with the first-degree murder charge, a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. The determination on whether or not the district attorney's office will seek the death penalty will be made at a later time. Before I get into the actual charges, and there are additional charges against Mr. Burke, including continuous sexual acts, lewd and lascivious sexual acts with an individual under 14 years old, and mutilating a human remains of a body. Before I get into the description of these charges and their seriousness, I want to look at this as a parent. I am a parent of 3 children, and a parent's nightmare is a situation where your daughter goes out one night and never comes back. As we will show in a court of law, and what I also want to make sure about that the understanding of these charges is clear, is my description of these charges is not evidence that we are going to present in court. These charges, in fact, will not be evidence in the court. Evidence will be the witness testimony, the documents, and different types of admissible testimony that we will admit into court in the prosecution, and if it leads to the eventual trial of Mr. Burke, to convince a jury of 12 people beyond a reasonable doubt that each and every one of these charges is true, as well as the special allegations and circumstances that have been alleged. Now, back to this being a parent's nightmare. On April 23rd, 2025, as been alleged by the complaint, Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again. On September 8th, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, Miss Celeste remains, her dismembered and decomposed remains were found in 2 bags inside of a front trunk of a car registered to Mr. Burke. Thereafter began an investigation. The investigation was to determine who killed, who murdered Celeste months and months before. That investigation was carried out in unison and in partnership between the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and the District Attorney's Office. At every point in the investigation, through the arrest and the filing of charges, the LAPD and the District Attorney's Office have worked in lockstep. There's been no disagreements amongst these entities in deciding how to proceed with this case, ultimately leading to these charges today. So what you have as well with these charges is that, again, there are 3 sets of charges that have been brought. The first-degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again. The second is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation. In this particular case, as the evidence will come out in court, the witness to the investigation was Celeste. And
Okay, so we all understood that, right? The witness to the investigation would be Celeste. So she would be the witness to the fact that she was going to spill the beans, is what I understand it as. So if anybody understands it different, please put so in chat and tell me if I'm wrong, because that's how I understand it.
Investigation was into the lewd and lascivious sexual acts committed by Mr. Burke. That is the subject of count 2 of this complaint with Celeste while she was under 14 years old. I had the chance to meet with some of the family members of Celeste, and their grief is incalculable as to what happened to their daughter. What they have demanded, what we have assured them that the district attorney's office working with LAPD would give them is the proof beyond a reasonable doubt on who killed their daughter, on how their daughter was killed, when their daughter was killed, and bring that killer to justice. That killer that we have now charged is David Anthony Burke. We will have questions after I speak and Chief McDonald speaks. At this point, I invite Chief McDonald to speak.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and thank you all for being here. I want to begin by expressing my deepest condolences to the parents of Celeste Rivas. No parent or any human being should have to endure what you've gone through. Today, alongside DA Hartman and our partners at the LA County District Attorney's Office, and thanks to the tireless and hard work of our investigators at the LAPD, we're announcing the arrest and prosecution of David Burke for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas. Throughout the 7-month investigation, this department has faced criticism for how we handled the case and for our decision not to provide details.
And see, I've always said, you just got to be patient. You just got to wait a little bit. Y'all see, we just covered the Laura Miller stuff. It was 30-something years. So sometimes we just have to wait. It's hard.
I want to be clear about something. My duty is not to fuel speculation. It's to deliver justice, and that requires patience and discipline on everybody's part. This investigation was driven by a single purpose: to secure justice for Celeste Rivas and for those who loved her. We had to be certain that nothing we did or said would ever jeopardize this case. Ms. Rivas was a reported runaway from Riverside County. During the course of our investigation, detectives learned that she had been involved in a sexual relationship with Mr. Burke when she was a minor and he was an adult. On April 23rd, 2025, Ms. Rivas arrived at Mr. Burke's home in the Hollywood Hills. That's the last time she was known to be alive. On September 8th, 2025, Ms. Rivas's dismembered and badly decomposed body was discovered in the front trunk of Mr. Burke's impounded Tesla. From that moment forward, our investigators faced an extraordinary, difficult, and complex case. The condition of her remains delayed the medical examiner's ability to be able to determine cause of death. The substantial amount of time that passed between her death and the discovery meant that crucial evidence had degraded or disappeared. And as detectives worked to uncover the truth, they also had to sift through and debunk a great deal of false information circulating publicly. These challenges were real, and they required patience, precision, and an unwavering commitment to the facts. Despite these obstacles and despite intense public pressure, our Robbery Homicide Division detectives remained steadfast in their duties. They recovered and analyzed a substantial amount of digital and forensic evidence. They stayed focused, disciplined, and committed to uncovering the truth. Their work, in close collaboration with the District Attorney's Office, has brought us to this moment today. I want to thank the District Attorney and his team, as always, for their partnership. This case demanded coordination, persistence, and a shared commitment to justice. Also, thank you to our media partners for showing up today and for sharing this important message with the public. And finally, to Ms. Rivas's family, we cannot undo the pain you are feeling. Our hope is that today brings some measure of accountability and a step in the journey toward healing. Please know that the Los Angeles Police Department remains fully committed to seeking justice on behalf of your daughter. Thank you.
So at this point, we'll take questions.
Anything more you can tell us about the fact that she was a witness in the criminal investigation, that she reported the abuse, who was doing it?
The details of the allegations that have made, particularly with that special circumstance, will be produced in court.
Can you determine cause of death and the difficulty was to determine both the matter cause and date?
So with respect to the coroner's report, we will be seeking quite quickly to provide an order to the court that now allows the coroner to release that report to the public.
You believe that he from the BBC, between the finding of the body of Celeste's body or her remains, why is it taking so long for an arrest to be made?
I think the police chief got it right, that in a situation where you don't have an eyewitness account, or we can't point to a video that shows the killer killing someone, you have to go through the very rigorous and thorough investigation to look at all the digital and forensic evidence. You have to speak with witnesses, often who are cooperative and some who are not cooperative, in order to obtain all the information necessary to decide who did what, when, how, and what their mental state was at the time. That is what we've been doing over the last between September 8th, roughly, and today when we bring these charges on April 20th. So again, it's a type of case that you want to make sure you get maximum information. And by the way, if there's anyone out there that has material information about this particular murder or any other actions taken by Mr. Burke, please come forward to the Los Angeles Police Department, come forward to the LA County DA's office, and report that information.
There are other people who are aware of this relationship.
Everybody
Is
had
it possible that you will be arresting other people within this circle? And did he act alone in this death?
Again, with respect to whether or not there's any other individuals or we're going to take any other actions, you will know about them if we do, but at this point, I'm not commenting.
Do you believe that you know how she was killed beyond it being homicide? The actual cause of death?
The coroner's report will be released shortly. Because it is not currently released, I'm not going to be commenting.
But was it determined? Not that. if you won't say what it was, but has it been determined how she's killed beyond it being homicide?
The coroner has made a determination on how Celeste died, and at the point that the coroner's report becomes public, we'll be able to comment.
Was there a specific breakthrough last week? Is there physical evidence that ties David to this murder?
There is physical evidence and there is forensic and digital evidence that we intend to present in court to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Only a couple more
Yes.
questions. Your investigation, and just to his question, are you able to tell us exactly what the smoking gun is? And also, if you can address the issue of his visits to Santa Barbara, and that, how does it connect with the murder?
So with respect to the actual details of the evidence we're going to be presenting in court, I'm not going to do that today. As far as the concept of a smoking gun, the smoking gun is the totality of the evidence that we're going to bring to prove any case, whether it's this case or any case, beyond a reasonable doubt.
Is there any evidence that you've used that are under referral that you investigate?
An investigation is ongoing. If information comes forward on any with respect to any additional crimes, we will certainly investigate it.
There's so much discussion about the difficulties in this case, and she talked about it as well. What makes you confident you can prove these evidence?
What makes us confident is the totality of the evidence that has been obtained by the LAPD robbery homicide, by the work that the district attorney's office has done, that has led us to the point where we believe we can prove each and every one of these three charges and the special circumstances and the special allegation beyond a reasonable doubt.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so they ended it with that. Now, real quick, we're going to go over here and I'm going to read this. I didn't hear him say that, but it says prosecutors say David killed her with a sharp instrument. So let's read over this real quick. I was actually looking to see if they had anything out yet with the medical examiner. So it says her cause of death has just been revealed, and prosecutors in Los Angeles says David killed her with a sharp instrument. They revealed the alleged cause of death Monday in documents charging David with murdering Celeste. High-ranking source in the LAPD told us last week medical examiner determined the manner of death as homicide, but there was no indication how Celeste was murdered. Prosecutors say David murdered Celeste on April 23rd, 2025, but mutilated her body May 5th. I don't know how they have these dates, but okay. What's interesting about these dates, TMZ broke the story. Authorities say David took a mysterious trip to a remote area of Santa Barbara in the spring of 2025 and could align with the May 5th date. David took a mystery trip to a remote area of Santa Barbara in the spring of 2025, and that could align with the May 5th date. The DA claims that Celeste's dismembered and decomposing body was in David's Tesla for 4 months. Cops say the state of the body, which was stuffed in 2 bags, when found, made it difficult for the medical examiner to figure out the cause and manner of death. Prosecutors say Celeste went to David's Hollywood Hills home on April 2025 and never heard from again. As for the charges, David was having sex with a minor under the age of 14. Chargement docs list her 13th birthday, September 7, 2023 through September 7, 2024, when she turned 14, as the period when David continually sexually abused her. This is not to say the DA is saying the sexual activity ended in September 24. It's relevant in the terms of the alleged crime, having sex with a minor under the age of 14. And there's his beautiful mugshot. LAPD arrested David Thursday in a huge show of force, and now he's charged with first-degree murder with special circumstances, mutilating a body, and lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14. Special circumstances including lying in wait, committing the crime for financial gain, and murdering the witness of an investigation. LAPD Chief Jim McDonald says there's evidence David and Celeste had a sexual relationship, and DA Nathan Hookman says when she threatened to expose their sexual relationship, he killed her to preserve his career. For their part, David's attorney told us he was not the cause of her death. So, and there is his mugshot. And there is the beautiful Celeste. I'm going to see over here what y'all saying in chat. So it'll be a week before we're told. Okay. It really does. She partied like a rock star. She was having a good time. And that was my thing too, is where's all the Tesla cameras? That was my question, because that car has cameras. We seen that in a trial. What trial was it we recently watched? I can't even remember. And the Tesla was the one that took videos all around the Tesla. So I have this is a short video of his arrest. So let's watch it. I can't make it bigger, but this is all I got. And you can see him back here, right here in the picture. They're putting his arms behind his back. They don't really show us a whole lot. You know, you're probably right, Hannah. You're probably right. See, they're walking him over to the I mean, he's being cooperative. He doesn't seem to be giving a tussle or a fight, so whoever this is it says arrest shows heavily armed, but they're just going through his pockets and, I mean, it's nothing drastic or dramatic like they're I mean, 'cause the way when I first heard it, it was like they put up a fight or something like that, and I'm like, no, because we can. Because we can, y'all. Because we can. Today is 420, so let's just take a moment.
Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice.
Okay, y'all. Cool. We just had to throw that in there. It is 420. It is, it is. It is. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this tab and we're waiting for the arraignment. It's gonna be here in about 7 minutes. They're supposed to start. So we'll see what they have to say. I need to go get a coffee refill because y'all know me and my coffee. I gotta have my coffee. So I'm gonna go refill my coffee and I will be right back. Okay. Till then, enjoy my empty chair and yeah, think about some lemon pound cake because I'd sure like some. I'll be right back. Okay, back with the coffee. So if you're here for an arrangement or an arraignment, whichever you decide to type because you have those fat fingers and you mistype everything, Gio wanted to arrange. I don't know, probably rearrange somebody, but how was everybody's weekend? Let me just ask that since I haven't even done that. How was everybody's weekend? We just jumped into I didn't even play my intro. I didn't do shit. Y'all, I'm just here. I'm here. I'm here because I need to know what's happening. I want to see this. And I wanted to put out what I knew, what we had so far. Puppies are sleeping, so it's quiet. Victorious is getting himself ready for work, which, you know, these guys out here, I was watching them earlier. Let's see. What, babe? No swine. No swine this weekend. There was somebody out here having anxiety. They were like,
Ready. Sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There once was a jolly old bloke who took a young girl for a poke. He lowered her pants, screwed her into a trance, and shit in her shoe for a joke.
Stop. Y'all did not hear what this guy. What the fuck just happened? Y'all. What the fuck? I did not plan that. No, I didn't see that. A 14-year-old boyfriend comes, oh my God. That's horrible. Y'all, that's horrible. I mean, these kids out here, okay. I totally derailed. I know. Did you hear that? Okay, so long as everybody heard that. So long as you all heard that. Okay. Hold up. We're gonna replay because I did not mean to pause it right there, but sir.
Check. Need a sound check?
Let's get a sound check, guys.
Sound check.
Ready? Best timing
1,
ever.
2, 3, 4, 5. There once was a jolly old bloke who took a young girl for a poke. He lowered her pants, screwed her into a trance, and shit in her shoe for a joke.
Sure.
All right, now for the others.
Do you not understand? Stop. Does he not fucking understand what he is? Y'all, I'm fucking gross. I can't believe he is standing in. Calm down. Get your words, Sheila. He really just said that. And we are waiting for an arraignment of a murdered, sexually assaulted teenager. I'm sorry, y'all. I had no clue. I wasn't. Y'all know. I'm live reaction. I can't. I rewound and stopped just for the mic check. I had no clue. No, he ain't no comedian. Let me tell you that. Okay, let's see what his next joke is.
An Englishman from North Dakota would not pay a whore what he owed her, so with great savoir-faire, she...
Stop.
An Englishman from North Dakota would not pay a whore what he owed her, so with great savoir-faire, she stood on a chair and she pissed in his whiskey and soda. How's that?
You need to be fired, sir. That's how that is. It's disgusting. I'm.
Let's get animals involved. Ready? An Argentine gaucho named Bruno said, "Sex is the one thing I do know. A woman is fine, sheep are divine, a llama is numero uno." How's that?
We're gonna just go to live, and I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet for a minute. I am so disgusted right now. I don't even know what to say. The whole world. Right, Glitter? Right, Glitter? But that's not. I just went back to live. I'm not. This is, it was so insensitive. Yes, inappropriate. That's the word I was looking for. You're right, Cindy. Okay. Yeah, Southern. My anxiety just went. I don't even know what to say. I'm dumbfounded. I'm flabbergasted. He was asked to do a mic check. He was asked to do the mic check for everybody in the audience. That's not where I want, because I was going to the point where they kept saying he was having anxiety. That's the one that I was looking for, was this one guy walking around and they kept telling him to calm down. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for that. That was just that was so inappropriate. I'm I'm beside myself. Yeah, I know, Glitter. I didn't play. I just, you know, I guess raw react to real reactions, and yeah, today, ooh, ooh, that threw me. I didn't expect that. Wonder if one of the news stations is talking about what he said, what channel you watch. I don't know. You know, Teresa, that's the kind of shit I heard growing up too, and it was never positive outcome when you heard somebody speak like that. That was absolutely horrendous. That was horrible.
Talking now about the takedown and the arrest of singer and TikTok star David. Good afternoon. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. NBC4 Investigates was first to break the news of David's arrest. He is now being held without bail for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The teenager's body was found inside of David's impounded Tesla. That was back in September. He was reported.
For a second, just kind of redirect my thoughts while we're waiting on the arraignment.
On tour at the time. NBC4's Alex Wazir joins us live with new video and reaction now from neighbors. Alex.
Michael and Colleen, this is normally a very quiet road here in the Hollywood Hills, but about 24 hours ago, it became a police scene as the LAPD arrested the singer David outside this home.
It feels like you don't care.
He's an internationally known singer who rose to fame with hits like Romantic Homicide.
In the back of my mind.
Now David is in jail on suspicion of murder.
And I didn't even cry.
LAPD arresting the singer, whose full name is David Burke, yesterday in the Hollywood Hills.
It felt like 100 police officers, a canine unit. I heard someone on the megaphone saying, "Surrender, surrender, come out."
The arrest comes 7 months after 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found dead in the trunk of his Tesla in a Hollywood tow yard. I spoke about the arrest with legal analyst Royal Oakes.
What's your reaction? It's a huge question about why it took authorities 7 months to arrest this man. The DNA evidence probably was gone because there was so much deterioration of the body. Plus, the authorities wanted to talk to lots of witnesses. That probably explains the gap. The fact that they have made the arrest now suggests the authorities think they have a very strong case.
Around the time of the singer's arrest, NBC4 shot exclusive video of David's attorney, Blair Burke, leaving her office. Then today, NBC4 Investigates obtained surveillance video that appears to show the defense attorney near the police scene minutes later. This afternoon, Blair Burke returned to the home where police arrested the singer and made no comments as she left.
The DA?
But Blair and the rest of David's legal team released a statement saying, quote, "Let us be clear. The actual evidence in this case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he was not the cause of her death. There has been no indictment returned by any grand jury in this case and no criminal complaint filed. David has only been detained under suspicion. We will vigorously defend David's innocence."
We assumed he'd fled far away.
After the singer's arrest, neighbors in the Hollywood Hills were surprised to learn David was living nearby.
We never saw anyone like him. We never saw anyone going in or out of his house. We actually assumed no one was living there.
All of our neighbors were kind of on a group chat, and we were like, this is kind of scary that we've been living around the corner from an accused murderer.
One neighbor actually told me that he's relieved that there was an arrest because he said
Ma'am, I don't. I hate to break this to her, but accused murderers are all over the place. It could be around the corner. It could be next door. You don't ever know. You don't ever know.
That there have often been parties at this home. I asked if he's heard parties here recently. He said it's an ongoing problem. Either way, on Monday, we're expected to get our first look at David as he's expected in court in person in downtown Los Angeles.
And this is Associated Press Rock Talk. So this was Associated Press's page, so they're the ones where that recording was him doing all that horribleness, the disgusting speaking. Bleh. Look in the mirror. You see everybody in the background, in the mirror, in the window, the reflection. Right, Hio? Yes. I can find anything else.
I am very close. You should just get around here.
That's perfect.
So this was 53 minutes ago. This day, Los Angeles County District Attorney charged David with murdering 14-year-old Celeste, whose body was found decomposed and dismembered in the car and been impounded September 2025. Burke, date of birth 3/28/05, charged in connection, one count each murder, continuous essay of a child under age 14, and unlawful mutilation of human remains. I didn't know there was any lawful mutilation of human remains, but unlawful. Sorry, semantics. The criminal complaint also included special circumstances, allegations of murder of a witness, murder for financial gain and lying in wait, as well as special allegation that Burke personally used a deadly and dangerous weapon, a sharp instrument, to commit the crime. Arraignment is scheduled for day in Department 30 of the Fulton Criminal Justice Center on April 23rd. So it's almost been 1 year. A few more days have been 1 year. If convicted, Burke faces death or life in state prison without the possibility of parole. A decision on whether to seek the death penalty will be made at a later date. That was their Instagram. Here's a different picture of David I hadn't seen before. This is in the Los Angeles Times. At the Coachella Music Fest in April of 2025. So that was a year ago. Okay. Huh. I'm still kind of hanging out and waiting. Yeah, I know. I want to know who owns that house. Money does buy a lot of things. So while we're waiting, so this is the actual Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office media release. Says victims decomposed and dismembered remains found in David's vehicle. Celeste was just a child under 14 years old when David Burke allegedly engaged in repeated lewd and lascivious acts or sexual relations with her. But Burke's actions did not actually allegedly stop there when threatened to expose his criminal conduct and devastate his musical career, Burke allegedly murdered her, cut up her body, and stuffed her body in 2 bags that were placed in the front trunk of his car. There, the dismembered body sat for over 4 months, decomposing until it was found in a tow yard on September 8, 2025. Horrific and gruesome murder committed by the charged sexual predator is shocking and appalling to Celeste's loved ones, who will get the justice you seek to serve. Look at this asshole. Okay, this shit's not even funny. This is not even fun. This is over here playing in my background, y'all. These people are really making me angry over here, and I'm doing my best to be respectful.
The press conference has been canceled.
He thinks he's funny. I don't find that funny. I'm over here on the side while I'm listening live while I'm reading this, y'all. What's wrong with people? I'm just yes, this is an open mic stand-up comedy hour. Anybody is welcome to come talk shit. You know what I'm saying? What is happening here? The disrespect and disregard is astonishingly disgusting. I'm again, Cindy's gonna be typing, breathe, Sheila. Breathe, Sheila. Gestures, clavicular. I can never say that word, yo. Clavicular. They are, Teresa. Your lack of empathy. Clavicular. Clavicular. Did I get it? Clavicular. This is Sheila's tongue twist time. Oh my god. Look what just came in chat. It's a fucking mess. Okay, let's make sure this lady's respectful. I think she will be kind. Hopefully she's not gonna say anything out of the ordinary. Hey Muffin, how's my baby? I missed you, girl. Jester Mac. Oh, that's what they're doing. Look, oh, she decides she didn't need that windsock on her microphone. Oh God, I need her. I'm getting impatient. Okay, 3:45. Are you really? Are you? Yeah, she didn't need her windsock. She decided she didn't mind the wind noise. I don't know. Just took her sock off. Dad and your brother went and seen He Loves You. Well, your dad and your brother went and seen the Super Mario Brother last night, or Super Mario movie last night, and they both said it was good. So, since I haven't talked to you, hi. Anybody else have adult kids that come in their chat? Kids, kids. She's not a kid, okay? She's 30 something. 30 something. We'll be generous. I was gonna say, this lady better not. Victoria's needs to plan our Galveston. Babe, Io says you need to plan a Galveston vacation for May. A Galveston vacation for May. He said okay. You're just being nosy. I like the muffins being nosy. Your kids don't like you too. No, my muffins. She'd rather do singing or video games. Video games. Just yeah, stop, y'all. What? Okay. Why do people put look, okay, I'm just gonna share this. This bothers me. This bothers me. Okay, Rock Talk. Okay, stop. Hannah fell asleep. Hannah fell asleep. Okay, look at this shit saying. These people resist fire. I don't know how legit. Update. Bomb threat. Forced evacuation of Los Angeles courthouse where David is set to be arraigned. 911 call made just before 11 a.m. per NYPD. What are they even talking about? That can't be true. New York Post is reporting it's true, y'all. Stop. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. Bomb threat before okay, okay. Can y'all see this? This is messed up. I can't believe this is happening. Bomb threat before David murder arraignment forces evacuation at courthouse. Here's the video. What is happening? Says that oh, they're coming out. I heard somebody say they're coming out. Says an anonymous person called 911 I'm gonna turn this down for a second. Says anonymous, said to be arraigned Monday afternoon was hit by a bomb threat, forcing authorities to evacuate the building. Anonymous where's this coming from? Oh, I had voice okay, anonymous person called 911 just before 11 a.m. Monday to make a threat to Clara Shortridge Folt's Criminal Justice Center, law enforcement sources told the California Post. The building's courtyard was then evacuated and units from LAPD and Los Angeles Fire Department were called to the scene. LAPD's bomb squad has also responded. An officer with bomb and sniffing dog was also brought in to check the building's safety. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it. Yes, thank you. Y'all stop doing the most out there. We got idiots over here on a microphone. We got people calling in bomb threats. Y'all just stop it out there. I am so ashamed. I'm they're over here saying the people are coming out, so I don't know. We're waiting. My back hurts. Sorry, I'm adjusting y'all a lot. I'm dealing with a back problem, so I've kind of been wiggly in my seat. Well, I'm not gonna rewind it, but, some smart ass guy decided you have to rewind a little bit, and you'll see a smart ass guy decided to come do a mic check, and he did some disgusting jokes based on, um let's just say they're disgusting. I don't even wanna go over them, but they were very, very inappropriate for this type of situation and trial to be talking about sexual relations or anything. It was very filthy jokes. Muffins. You just have to rewind. I was rewinding to a point of where they were joking about one guy having anxiety, and I thought that was a guy, but when I stopped, he was making very, very inappropriate jokes for a mic check. So if you wanna see that, you need to rewind just a little bit. You watch, y'all watch. Muffins will come back with an attitude, and she's gonna be typing ugly shit in the chat. I can guarantee y'all that. She's gonna rewind and watch that. She can get her mama's attitude. Let me see if anything else I can pull up and find in the background over here. I can't believe the insanity. Look, see, I told y'all she'd come back. Was it appropriate? Okay, I'm gonna go walk Hector out so I can lock the door behind him. So my seat will be empty for a minute. So I'll be right back, guys. You went back and watched the rest. Yeah. All right. I have to walk him out because I have to put the big lock on the door because with mom's dementia, she likes to take a hike outside sometimes. So I haven't seen Hawkeyes yet today, Rock Rock. He comes and goes. Ooh, welcome. Yeah. Well, there's Hawkeye. You heard me talking about her. Hey, you. How you doing? You're here. You're listening. See, See, Rock Talk, she was listening. She's just in the background listening. She's peeking on us. And then she heard me say her name, and she's like, I'll come out the bushes." Anyways, thank you all for joining me in the duck pond today and hanging out and seeing what we can just let roll off our back and enjoy being around each other, and we can just be the ability to sit here and talk about it together is amazing because I think about back when, here I am flashing back. We didn't have internet to be able to sit and talk about this. We didn't have social media back in the days to talk about these things. And the fact that we could actually sit here with conversation, I thoroughly enjoy that. Aw. Well, hopefully they should be coming out soon because we're already at almost 4 o'clock. So, but being that they had a bomb threat and everything else that they had to deal with, who knows? Y'all look, I keep looking at I got my wild eyebrow over here because it always sticks up when I start talking and I get a little, my eyebrow does it what is that? Who is that? The Rock? I get that one. I can't do it with my other one. I can do it with my right one. Ask Muffin. She knows that eyebrow look. Muffins will tell you my mama got that mean eyebrow. I've been worried about look, yesterday, little squirrel in here. Yesterday while we were out on the street, Duchess was in a chat and she made the evil eye. That's what she calls it. Duchess made a comment about people's eyebrows being off the chart in these streets. So now all morning I've been worried about my eyebrows. So we can thank Duchess for my eyebrow paranoia this morning. They they're blonde. I have to put little coloring on them because they're so blonde. It's just that one eye. Get that. Look here. So has anybody got any cases that they're keeping up with for this week coming up? Because I can tell you I have none so far. Yours are blonde too. Anybody got any cases they're following for this week coming up? Anybody? 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 'Cause I don't. I don't have nothing. I've honestly, I've been in bed the last couple days because my back's been out, so I haven't really caught up or found anything that's going on. Idaho 4? Idaho 4? What's happening with Idaho 4? You might catch a I you catch a case of rearrangement? We're gonna rearrange somebody here? Your back's out too, Hawkeyes? My back went out on me Friday, and oh, I have done nothing all weekend. I have laid. Muffins, you throw me off. They be texting me. It's 4 o'clock, y'all. They've had 30 minutes, but then again, like I said, they had their little boom situation they had to deal with. Muffins over here texting. Jason Santos Akron sentencing hearing. Hmm. Yours was Wednesday. Yeah, see, I can tell you, I know exactly how my well, with the arthritis and my ankylosing spondylitis, sometimes it's a little rough, but I know exactly what I was doing because I felt it. I bent down to pick up some potty pads, and when I did, I felt the snap, and when you feel that snap, you know what that is. And yeah, I felt that snap. So, and I've just kind of been taking it easy. Have I covered the Jesse Butler case out of Oklahoma? Uh-uh. No, not the Jesse Butler case. I really haven't. Yeah, the Tanner Horner will be back in court on Wednesday. I want to do just kind of a after the fact with Tanner Horner and just kind of do it as a review, because the trial has been a lot. I know it's been emotional, for a lot of people. Yes, was that last night or Saturday night? Sunday morning. Sunday morning, the 8 children, um, that were taken their lives were taken by their father. Oh, yes, Carmelo Anthony coming up. Oh, Hio. Oh, I'm ready for that one. That's a big Texas case too we can cover. The 8 kids, that was a DV case. 'Cause that's what I had gathered too, was after reading his social media and stuff, was, the gentleman with the 8 kids, uh, he hadn't seen his kids in a while because he was talking about Easter, how he got to see all his kids at the same time, and that'd been the first time he had seen all his kids at the same time. He had made a post on Facebook or Instagram, one. So, I knew, that there had obviously been some type of issue if he hadn't seen his kids all at one time like that, so let's see. Barry Morphew in October will be a trial thing going that one 'cause they live here. Oh, okay. That would be cool. Rebecca Park. Yeah, I know, and the Anna Kempner case had some updates, and I wanted to review that too, so I may one evening, um, I may do a Anna Kempner update, and then I still want to put together the, Tim Miller, the my father that never gave up, justice for Laura Miller, with the arrest and everything that just happened with the Texas killing fields. Glitter, I'm not ready to relive that Letitia Stout trial. Um, yeah, and that's he was typing as I'm thinking because we do that a lot. Yeah, I'm waiting on a Stout update too because I'm not ready to relive that, and I'm really, really heartbroken that Al and Landon, all them are gonna have to relive all that. Um, that's a lot. That's a lot, and it was Letitia's trial that I was watching that made me reach out. I actually reached out to Dr. G, and I was in Recovery Addicts chat, and the mental health that Letitia was using set me for a tizzy. I went horrid crazy, and I was ready to start my channel that day. I was ready to start my channel that day. I was so mad Letitia stopped using all that. I was so mad, but it took me a little while to get started, but yeah, that's how long I've been in the process of trying to get a channel together. Rex Heuermann sentencing is still in June. Maybe I'll get you an up close personal snapshot. Get you one of them snapshots, because Lauren likes taking pictures. Does this guy know he's right in front of the camera? He does. Look how he keeps looking over at the camera. Like, "Is this thing on?" "Sir, you're on national TV. You're on Associated Press." Corey Richins is May 13th. There was one that I wrote down the other day. Y'all, I lost my book because mom decided she needed paper the other day and decided to come to my desk. And I'm like, "No, no." Oh, August 24th is, uh, Elmore, which is the killing fields, Texas killing fields. You'll see your friend Christian Jolene. I know. I enjoy Jolene. I enjoy her. I watch her kind of on the background. You know. I don't know. I'm real funny about where I chat and everything nowadays, and I don't just like go out there and start chatting in everybody's chat. I watch what I say and everything more closely because I don't want people to come off, but I adore Jolene, and I've typed a little bit in her chat and said, "Hey, I've gotten a membership, one of her freebies that got dropped." Yes, she is. She's cool and awesome. I enjoy watching her. So, Web Sleuths is just, taking a turn, but that's okay. Content for her. Let's see if I can find something else. Just watch until they come up. Just any other little updates or anything we can find. I can't see anything with that view. Let's see if I can get anything with this guy. Hmm. Oh, really? You can get in trouble. You can get in trouble. You end up in the wrong chat, Hawkeyes. You gonna end up in trouble. Yeah, you gotta watch where you go on these YouTube streets. They be wilding out there. They real wild out there. Let me see. That's my Anna Kempner stuff I have pulled up. Yeah, I don't wanna mix it. That's why I didn't. Okay, well, while we're still waiting, we could read this. Here's another article. There's another article. It says David's family backs him after murder charges. Okay. Family is standing firmly behind him after prosecutors hit the singer with murder charges in the high-profile Celeste Hernandez case. Vince Schaefer, an attorney for the singer's family, tells TMZ, "We are disappointed but not surprised the district attorney made the decision. David's family stands behind him 100%." Okay. As reported, they charged him. Okay, we know all that. She was killed after visiting his Hollywood Hills home in April 2025 and never seen again. Months later, she was okay. This must be his parents, his dad and his mom. Okay, TMZ, y'all just put out all the tea. We broke the story. Interscope quietly dropped David last year when police said they were eyeing him in the teen's grisly death. Decision was not made public at the time because David had not been arrested or charged, but all changed Monday. His legal team had already made it clear they plan to fight the case, previously saying the evidence will show he has no responsibility for the teen's death. Well, we still have the guy standing in front of it, so we're still waiting. Taught you to go listen and learn. Sorry, I got squirreled on my comments there. Prosecutors of Colorado can challenge the appellate court decision to grant Leticia Stout a new trial. The Court Attorney's Office has 42 days from April 2nd. Okay. To file a petition for writ of certiorari, I can't say that word, with Colorado Supreme Court asking him to review the reversal. Yeah, I hope that's what happens because yeah, I'm not I'm really, really not wanting to relive that trial. But I will. But I will for justice for Gannon and his poor father, Al. Okay, Muffins, if you're still here, I'm gonna pass this to Hio, and she's better at finding out and quicker than than I am. Hio, I'm gonna drop something in Discord. Okay. Alright. You can supposedly it just went out of trial, if you can find out for me. Well, Teresa, thank you for being here and hanging out. I wanted to get to the end of the waiting the start of David Arraignment. We're still waiting. We're still waiting, so we're hanging out. I have nothing else to do. Mom's still asleep. I had to walk Victorious out to make sure I got that big lock on the door. In case Mom wakes up and I don't see her wake up, so she doesn't make a beeline out the door. Dementia's hard some days. I'm trying to hear what they're saying. So much people are walking out the courtroom over here. Thank you, Hawkeyes. Thank you. I do the best I can, you know. I just take care of the house. That's my duty. That's my job. Take care of the house. So, and I enjoy it. I'm a caretaker at heart. I've always been that way. Ever since I was little, I babysat, and then I went into child caregiving. And after that for a while, I went into senior caregiving, and I would sit with seniors with Alzheimer's. And took in my grandmother and took care of her till she passed away. You know, it was just part of life. It's part of life, and beautiful memories to share. Beautiful memories. Look, these 2 people are sitting here, they're like, "Okay, this is taking too long. Let me go look on Twitter, see if I can find any updates." Because y'all know Twitter got the best, quickest updates. These people out here on Twitter. Nope, nothing to yet. Let's see. Oh, that was high pitched. Okay. Okay. You can't hear shit. It's because I didn't refresh it. Because I didn't refresh it. Let's see. Hang on. Let me find that. There we go.
Just recently, the medical examiner has apparently revived or has come up with or has come to the conclusion to a medical certainty that it's a homicide. Guess what happened then? Have you heard what happened then?
Can you hear
LAPD
now?
then tried to
Can you
get
hear me now?
the DA's office to then file. DA's office apparently
I didn't
wouldn't
know I
file,
lost sound.
so LAPD
Sorry.
said, "Oh, okay, you're not going to file. We're going to go arrest David. We're going to arrest him on a Thursday afternoon."
You got to stop for a second. Back this up. Are you telling me that you're hearing that the DA was not ready to file charges and the LAPD said, screw you, we're gonna just arrest him when the DA wasn't ready to file charges? Is that what you're saying?
There is exactly what is happening right now, which is why there is no complaint.
Are you saying because that's what I'm hearing, that the DA was not ready to file charges? The LAPD got frustrated and said, we're just going to arrest him. You got 4 days to file. Is that what you're
That's
saying?
exactly what I'm hearing.
I don't understand that. But Mark, if they're not, if the DA is not ready to file charges and 4 days run out, then David walks free and LAPD has egg on its face.
No, LAPD is then going to point the finger at the DA's
And the
office
DA's
and say,
office is going to say, we're not ready. Are you?
Yes. And that I'm telling you, that's what's happening. There's only one other explanation that makes any sense whatsoever. And the DA may embrace this if they decide this is too hot.
This is from last week. So this was before today they did the
For them to just reject. And what the DA would say is on Monday that we've now looked at it, we're now going to file charges, and they'll do a press conference and they will do the performative arts theatrics that it took them over the weekend to finally realize that they had enough evidence.
I have talked to multiple people in this case, and nobody could understand why they would do it before something was filed. And you're right, it's becoming the only viable answer that they just got frustrated and wanted to arrest this guy.
Correct. But they're sitting here saying we're now into April.
Okay.
You already punted us into 2026. We're not going to be deterred here. And you're going to have to figure out your escape strategy, which is, by the way, as we're taping this on Friday afternoon, and they'll come out and deny it on Monday. But I know for a fact they're all meeting right now. As we're taping this on Friday afternoon, there is an all hands on deck meeting in the DA's office.
And an all hands on deck meeting to figure out what the hell they're going to do, because this guy's in,
Right.
and he could get out on Monday.
Okay, so they all just got up and moved around and quit. They moved out of the frame of the picture, so I was hoping they're going to start. Dude, I was fixing to say, he better not stop and say anything in that microphone. Y'all know I'm going to have a heart attack. Anybody else jumps up there and starts talking in that microphone, I'm going to lose my shit. Y'all going to see Rubber go crazy, where I have to change the whole background to the Rubber room if anybody else comes up there and speaks on that mic disgustingly. I'm telling y'all. Let's see what else we can find while we're waiting. Here we go.
TMZ. Now, there's been a very interesting turn of events with regards to the David case. He was arrested in connection for the murder of Celeste Rivas without an indictment as well. So to talk about that today, I have Donna Rotuno. She is a criminal defense attorney as well as a Fox News contributor. She's here to give us her informed insight. Donna, thank you so much for joining me today.
Sure, Jackson. Thank you for having me.
To arrest someone in connection with a murder is one thing, but to arrest them without an indictment, which is what his defense attorneys are blasting the judge for right now, what does that say about the degree of the investigation and the evidence that they have against David right now?
Well, there are many ways that a suspect can be brought into custody. One, of course, is with an arrest warrant, which you can have without an indictment. Another way is with an indictment, which they don't have here. But quite often, people are arrested and then indictments come after the fact. So if the police have probable cause or a good faith basis to arrest you, they can do so. They can only hold you for a period of time. Most jurisdictions, it's 2 days, 48 hours from the time of your arrest. And if
Test. Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test. Very good.
Okay, they're coming out doing another mic check. Sorry, I squirreled. Do another mic check. So does that mean we're getting closer? It's 4:20. Actually, it's 4:25. It's 4:25. We missed the 4:20 part. We missed the 4:20 part, y'all. And I had one to light up, but I wasn't going to do it on the screen. Was that a cam squirrel? I know. Welcome back, Rock Shock. Welcome back, love. We still ain't heard nothing. We've been just watching things in the meantime, hanging out, waiting. Where did the sound go? They cut their sound. What is happening? Okay. Now we got Mr. Baldy guy. That's 326. I'm on text this time, so no, you didn't miss anything. We just been watching some videos, just waiting. We're still waiting. We're still here. You missed me walking my husband out. Look, why are they taking the socks off? Hey, Ava. Welcome in, love. Oh, they've been out there so long. They're having to recharge these mics. They've been waiting for so long. Seriously. Oh, yeah. Okay. You were here. Yeah. I like mom and light. Yeah. I do that. I do that. You have to. Look, I can't have no 85-year-old lady roaming the streets out here.
Any more tape, guys? Ducks or other?
Glad you made it, Ava. Okay, something must be happening because they're all adjusting their mic.
David looked extremely nervous, looking around, eyes were darting, did not look like he was comfortable in a good place. No bail. April 23rd is next hearing, Department 105. The defense is asking for a full preliminary hearing, including all information from the grand jury transcripts. They also want the coroner's report and matters are proceeding forthwith to try to get all that stuff to. How's that? In short, what you had basically there was a judge who is not believing in running the clock. 23rd is 3 of 10. Your lady?
I don't like this guy. I don't know who he is, but I don't like him, and I'm not going to make any bones about that.
One right here that is, maybe if we just tape it to the back thing.
Clown.
Oh, but then that's the mic right there.
Somebody put Justice for Celeste back in the chat. I want to put that back up on my screen.
Whatever.
Please.
Just tape over the edges.
I don't want to go back.
Just tape over the edges so that, well, it doesn't rattle.
Thank you so much.
Hello there. How you doing? Let me talk to the editor.
Yeah, I'm not a TMZ fan. I'm really not. But they have a lot of information. And however you feel about that information, whether it's paid information or church information or, yeah, clowns. Thank you.
A little turd looked uncomfortable. His eyes were darting around a lot.
He's saying he looked uncomfortable. His eyes were darting around a lot.
Next court date is April 23rd, Department 105. The defense is asking for a full preliminary hearing. And they want information from the grand jury. Okay, thank you. The DA said that's 40 terabytes of information.
40 terabytes of information?
But the 23rd is next court. 3 of 10 days. April 23rd.
April 23rd.
They want the goddamn thing within 10 days. I mean, Jack, read the calendar. I'm just telling you what the judge said about the attorneys. So we're hopefully have something here that we can explain as to why and what and how. Well, we're waiting. Go ahead.
Okay, we need a real person to come out here and talk to us because I don't like this guy. I'm sorry. Sorry. Not sorry.
Well, hopefully, yeah, we'll see what happens. If somebody comes down here to say something, I say.
Oh, okay. You weren't supposed to come down here and say something. You're still waiting on somebody to come down and say something.
It was just it's like a turd.
This guy, he just said the word turd. What is even happening? I'm right, Ava, unofficial, very unofficial.
Is entitled to discovery. We have served the people with notice. They have 15 days to produce discovery in this case. We would ask that they do that in conscientious earnestness and as quickly as possible.
I'd ask the court to make an order today. We'll take a copy of the minute order ordering the Department of Medical Examiner to release their coroner's report in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court will order that the medical examiner release the report in this case. Forthwith.
Thank you.
The matter is set in Department 105, as the court indicated, April 23rd, 2026, as a free of 10 freedom. Anything further?
No, not at this time.
Bail to stand at no bail. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Discovery in this case, we would ask that they do that in conscientious earnestness and as quickly as possible.
I'd ask the court to make an order today. We'll take a copy of the minute order ordering the Department of Medical Examiner to release their coroner's report in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court will order that the medical examiner release the report.
And I will pause right there so everybody can have a good look. I have nothing positive to say. So,
In this case, forthwith.
Thank you.
The matter is set in Department 105, as the court indicated, April 23rd, 2026, as a free of 10 freedom. Anything further?
No, not at this time.
Bail to stand at no bail. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
okay, so April 23rd. Let's see what they come out with the press conference and say. Yeah, I'm with Southern Cats. We're just gonna throw tomatoes. We throw ducks, but we don't want to injure the ducks. We're gonna or you can throw rocks, or you can throw balls. At least they jumped in and gave us that part of the hearing, so we at least got to see that. Now I'd like to see what they have to come out and say on the microphone. The arrangement. Sorry. You got me with that. I didn't realize I mistyped it and wrote arrangement instead of arraignment. I was typing and not look, I was half asleep. Yeah, not our duck. Not our duck. Yeah, we have to be cool to our duck. Well, thank you, Hio. I want to wait till they come out here and talk to us, and then we're gonna go. But you know, I'm that nosy that I need to see it through. It's okay, because Hio's gonna arrange somebody. I'm still waiting, but I need to see. I'm gonna rearrange and push it out to the trial. I can find any other updates here on X. Okay. No, nobody's posting updates. Interesting. Waiting on comments from lawyers and family members. So with that, I'm going to leave my chair for a moment so y'all get to stare at my blank chair, but carry on because I've had too much coffee. I'll be right back. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. I need to see what the family's got to say.
Yeah, right? I didn't prepare it. Who are you all? Are you expecting a family or the lawyer?
I'm nosy. I want to hear what they're saying.
Get the coroner's department, which is now the medical examiner's department, to release those materials.
Your Honor, it's surprising news given the district attorney's office held a press conference this morning where they discussed the cause of death, apparently under seal and not released by the coroner's office, as did the robbery homicide unit to the press. So we would again reiterate, we believe that Mr. Burke is entitled to discovery. We have served the people with notice. They have 15 days to produce discovery in this case. We would ask that they do that in conscientious earnestness and as quickly as possible.
I'd ask the court to make an order today. We'll take a copy of the minute order ordering the Department of Medical Examiner to release their coroner's report in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court will order that the medical examiner release the report in this case forthwith.
Thank you.
The matter is set in Department 105, as the court indicated, April 23rd, 2026, as a free of 10th grade. Anything further?
No, not this time.
Bail to stand at no bail. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Years ago, February 15th, shot 5 feet.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know. They worry me. They get over there and start doing that testing, and I'm like, done with what you need, baby. You need love. Okay. Lola, come to say hi. Lola, come to say hi. Say hi. Say hi. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. She says my allergies are bad. My allergies are bad. Huh. Lola, you're a good girl. You are a good girl. You're a good girl. He says, I gotta come up here. I gotta see what's going on. Mommy at the desk. I'm nosy. Huh. You're nosy. He says, I miss my daughter. You say hi, Tolly. Huh? You tell Auntie Hio hi, Tolly. He says, no. He says, no. He says, no. He says, no. He said, I just want to sit here with mommy. I just hanging out. She's just a good girl. She's just a good girl. Huh? Holly been sleeping? Yeah, Lola was sleeping too. I just woke her up when I got up a minute ago. Go to the bathroom. Yeah. Hmm. Wait, you're gonna text on my phone. Stop. You're pushing things on my phone. Stop. Holly beans. Oh my god, they're taking forever.
Tell him he don't believe me. Thanks to CBS.
Y'all, they're gonna come out. I promise y'all. We've been here almost 2 hours. They have to come out at some point. Right? I hope if anybody tested, I hope they're appropriate with saying 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, go.
Check 1, 2, check.
Check 1, 2, check. Check 1, 2. For long as they are decent when they are checking the mic, I'm cool with it. Just don't go off the rails on me and tell nasty jokes. Inappropriate jokes, nonetheless. See if I can see any updates. Y'all know me. I'm just that nosy and I need that update now. It's a press conference day. Yeah, we know that.
Tommy, is he plugging in another microphone for you? Do you need
Sir,
to check?
this is the guy I don't like. Sir, please step away. Please step away. Move, move, move. Y'all move. He needs to. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want him speaking on the microphone. I'm sorry. I have a little bit of a prejudice towards him after seeing how he acted before. Not my cup of tea. He can move away from the microphone. Uh-oh, we got bald man up here again. He keeps messing with the mic too. I don't know what he's messing with. We got street races? There's a whole bunch of people walking around that courthouse. You can see them through the windows. Can they just somebody come out front and talk to us? Right? Don't go away, mad, just go away. What line is that movie from? What movie is that line from? What movie is that line from?
Oh, damn a trio here.
What? A trio?
Brian for a second.
This guy. Look, see, my eyebrow doing its thing again. See? Damn eyebrows. I'm gonna be forever conscious of my eyebrows now. Oh. Hawkeyes, I enjoy being funny. I enjoy being silly. I try to be serious when I need to be. But sometimes the seriousness is more draining than the comedy of things, you know? I mean, we have to get to a point where or I have to get to I don't say we. I have to get to a point where I can't be so affected, emotionally by some of the things. A movie? Glitter? We're going to a movie? Heartbreak Ridge. There you go. Heartbreak Ridge, 1986. I knew it was from a movie. I just didn't know what movie. Lola, what are you eating? What are you doing? Why did you just do that? Kai, did you give her something? No? Oh, she was eating out of her bowl? Okay. Lola come in here and she sat down, she turned her back towards me and I could see her licking her lips. So I knew she'd eaten something, but I didn't know what she was eating. Yes, Rock does beautiful music over there. She's always doing music. Every time I pop in, she's doing some kind of music.
Hello there. Well, we're all waiting.
There's a whole bunch of people moving around now in the courthouse. Y'all see all them through the window? Ooh, that lady had on a lot of white. I can't wear white. I spill everything on me. And I have this shelf. Is what my mom always called it, our shelf. And my shelf catches everything, so I can't wear white. Can't wear white. Nothing white. No white shirts. No, nothing. Aw. Glitter. Look at this guy's hat. Look at this hat. My dad used to wear a hat like that when he'd drive his 56 Chevy four-door hardtop. He wore a hat just like that. And he thought it was cool because a little bill buckled together. I thought he looked so stupid. Yes. Music heals the soul. You are right. You are right. I can't believe I didn't play my intro. I just jumped right into it. So do you think the lawyers and the family members are having a conference before they come out and talk? I don't know. They're doing something. And I'm trying to entertain while they're doing whatever they're doing so they can come back and talk to us. And I have Kick open, so I don't know if anybody's over there watching on Kick, but if you're on Kick, hey guys, I don't have it open in the background, so I don't even know if anybody's over there. But yeah, I am dual streaming on both. You think his attorney's sidebar trying to get bail? So he ain't gonna get no bail. I think they're done with all that nonsense. They said no, he ain't getting no bail. We're done. We're gonna wipe them hands. We're done. He needs to stay here. He's too big of a flight risk. I mean, obviously he's a flight risk. Not only a flight risk, we don't know facts of what happened to Jarvis Butts yet, but yeah, just a comment there for everybody to kind of think on. Where'd Jarvis Butts go? We didn't get to that. Don't mix the two, Sheila. That's what I gotta tell myself. Don't mix a case. I try to keep just one case on a stream. I try not to mix it because in all this sidetrack, what is happening? So I was gonna say I was gonna have a whole meltdown. Y'all gonna see rubber melt. We could say they watched the catch a freight train or a rocket ship to outer space. Look at this guy pulling the money out of his pocket. Are you gonna count it too, sir? Are you gonna count your ones?
Tommy, just have to remember, what part of a reporter's anatomy wears out faster than anything else? This, sitting on it, rotating.
This guy. Did you not? Okay, did y'all hear what he just said? This. What part of reporter? I'm not even gonna repeat it. I'm not even gonna repeat it. Oh, that's all right. That's okay. Okay, I'm not gonna sing for y'all. They need to find a new man to take care of the microphone because I really don't like this guy, and I'm gonna keep saying that over and over again. Because yeah, that was another inappropriate joke. His jokes are yeah. Oh, Journey Sungrass. That is so cool, Rock. I haven't talked to Journey in a while. I haven't talked to her in it's probably been a month since I talked to her. I mean, I see the Murphy Travels stuff and everything, and I always like her little pictures with Murphy and everything, but I haven't talked to her. I hope she's doing well. I know she's enjoyed the traveling. Yeah, I knew that. I know she seems to be enjoying it. Doing that traveling, so hey, Cara. Cara, you're in time to see nothing. You have missed very little. We're waiting, and we've been here almost 2 hours. We've watched a little bit of this and a little bit of that, all reference to, Celeste and David stuff, except for we did have a moment of lemon pound cake. You know what? We can do that just for a minute just because I need a squirrel.
He's a Adams County sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell. He was sniffing for weed. Then he smelled another smell. What was that? Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes
so nice. We gotta put in a lemon pound cake, you know. It is 420 today. You know. You love him, Kara. I do too. That was the best trial. The best trial I have done lately. The best. And y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know this is a little squirrel and I don't like to talk off subject, but this Brewski stuff where he imitated Erica Kirk and now she's suing him. It's a comedian being a comedian. I'm sorry. I'm really I'm so bothered by that. And that's another one that I am gonna follow. If there is a suit filed or anything with Brewski and Erica Kirk, I do want to follow that. I find the defamation stuff quite interesting. How they feel they can get away with that, especially after we just got through watching the Afro Man. Yeah, after we just got through watching the Aquaman trial and stuff, I'm just like, you know, as a comedian, that's they their business. It's their way of expressing themselves, whether it be through music or comedic words. So I have a real big problem with that, and I was so happy to do the Aquaman trial. That was one of I really enjoyed that one. Hey, Kari, you're right. George Carlin said some nasty things, but he was spot on to the point with most of it. Oh, you did, Hawkeye? Yeah, they can't, Kara. They can't take anything anymore. Everybody, they gotta just sue, sue, sue. Just like on these YouTube streets that I've been these people wanting to sue defamation, sue for this, sue for slander. I'm gonna get you a C&D against you. Y'all need to just chill the fuck out. This is the internet. You know, people gonna say things. They gonna make, and then people out here upset because their comment was read out on a channel. Y'all, you're in a public forum, posting on public site. So if you don't want it read out, and you don't need to be posting things. Just my little rant for the day. If you don't want it read out and you don't stand behind your word, don't post it. Period. Even if it's commenting on somebody else's or anything. If you cannot stand on your word, don't hit enter. I'm so bothered by that. I was so bothered by that today. I was looking at things and I'm like, y'all have lost y'all shit. Oh, girl. Rakita. Oh. Well, no. Rakita's done, he's been through his own shit with his drinking and drug. Be quiet, Sheila. Be quiet, Sheila. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, he's got his own pile of problems over there, Glitter. Got his own pile of problems. Right, Hawkeyes? You heard it here. If you ain't heard it before, let me tell you. This shit's public, and you going to put a comment. Everybody going to read it, whether it's in a chat or if it's on a comment. So, y'all just got to watch what you type out there. Don't put anything to be used against you, and don't put anything you don't stand on, And this is a video trying to understand the beginning of the trauma, and I really felt like my brain was going to ooze out my ears. They're grown adults after more childish than middle school. You're the acting more childish. Yep, acting more childish than, yeah, I know what you meant. Acting. There are, and seeing all these people out here, I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to charge you with defamation, and I'm going to send a C&D because what? Y'all calm down. Calm down. Oh, he was talking about LawTube creators. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. I backed away from all the LawTube people because I used to watch all them. Uncivil Law, Rakita, all of them. Yeah, I used to watch all them. And I backed away because they all turned into all that drama and stuff, and I was like, no thank you. No thank you. There's so many little sections of the internet that you don't realize that are out there until you bump into them. And then you have to stop and say, is this for me? Do I really want to go down that rabbit hole? Then I have to stop. Like, nope, nope. We're not subscribing here because I've got enough drama things to watch. Potentially criminal. You're right. Rock chalk. Here you go. Thank you. We're gonna highlight that and we're gonna leave that for a few minutes. Yep, because you're absolutely right. Drama sells, and they make big money doing drama streams and drama channels and all that. I'm not. It's. I mean, I've done a few streams saying a few things, but it's not something I would dwell on. I just said what I had to say and I jumped. Bailed out. I said what I said and stand on it, and you know. Glitter. Sorry, you had a YouTube track back because you said something mean and hurt their fifis. They may legit. What? It's yeah. No. No. And then we have the Nancy Guthrie thing going on, and we have a couple idiots out here posting videos of themselves in ski masks talking about the crime, which is totally, totally disgusting. I seen that yesterday, and I was sending it to Hio, and I'm like, "Girl, look at this. These people have gone crazy. They have lost their mind out here talking about Nancy Guthrie case with ski mask on." I was like, "Y'all cannot do this. Y'all need to even just stop." Hey, Denise, good to see you. We've been hanging out here for a little over 2 hours because this was supposed to, an hour and a half ago, give us an outcome, but we're still here. We're waiting on the lawyers to come out. How are you, Denise? I missed you, girl. An Amish gangster show? I've seen where they try to break free of that, but not a gangster show. You know, you're right, Hawkeye. You're right. Yep. Don't be out there hating. No reason. And it's not gonna get you nowhere. Not gonna get you nowhere. Law and Order is starting. You've been buried at work. As long as you climb your way out of that, Denise, you're okay to be buried. We're waiting on David's lawyer or the prosecutors and family members to come out so we can get an update on how they feel the trial came out because or not the trial, but the arraignment. Not arrangement. Arraignment. Girl. Lola, what are you tearing up? Come here. I hear you ripping paper. Come here. Nah, don't. She's over there looking at me all sly, like, Mama, I'm not doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing wrong. Yeah, you were. What? Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come on. All right. There you go. You over there tearing up paper. Is you making a mess? You're making a mess for mommy to clean up. Yeah, she's bored. She's like, Mommy, it's time to play. You've been there forever. Time to play. It's okay. We're going. Yeah, just yeah. Not the mom I need to worry about. Nope. Nope. We're good. Yeah. She just looks at me like, are you talking to me? Was I doing something wrong? Me? I'm just tearing up a piece of paper towel. You left it. You left it on the couch, and I took it over to the bed, and I'm just laying over there tearing it up. No, you can't have my and she has a thing for pins too. Look at her, look at these pins. She likes to chew pins. You like to chew pins, don't you? You know how many times we've had a colored mouth because she got one of mommy's colored pins? No, you can't have it. No, ma'am. Yeah. Oh, the paper towel was gonna attack me. Yes, I needed to be scared of the paper towel that was sitting on the edge of my couch from where I was eating strawberries this morning. Actually, she was getting little strawberry bits off of it. I can tell you what she's doing. She knew there were strawberries on there, and she's just eating the strawberry juice off the couch. That's been the same. Okay, now see meat, my male dog meat, he'll do that with plastic. He'll take, like, if he finds a plastic lid, you leave an empty water bottle, he'll take the water bottle and he'll tear that water bottle up. But that was our fault because when he was a baby, we used to tease him with the crackly sounds of the water bottle. We used to tease him with the crackly sounds and then give him the water bottle to play with. So now even at oh my god, is he fixing to be 4 years old? 3 years old. He'll be 3 years old. At 3 years old 3 years old? 4 years old? 22. He'll be he just turned 4. He just turned 4. Oh, good lord, I didn't realize he turned 4. Yeah, but he's still to this day, you leave a water bottle laying around, and he's gonna get and if it's got water in it, you just forget it, it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere. He will chew that water bottle up. He'll take it in his kennel. He'll just have a whole field day. They're giving a briefing inside. Okay. Long Crime's doing that. Let me see if I can pull up one. Lola, stop. No crying. Okay, no, that's the Tracy Grist trial. Lola, stop. What are you trying to get, baby? You're supposed to be. Well, Glitter, thank you. Hang on, I need to see what Lola's trying to get. Let me turn my flashlight on. There's something down here, and she's crying about it. What's down there, baby? You lose your toy? Hang on, mommy, come get your toy. She dropped her toy. Yeah, it was the Kong ball. She dropped her Kong ball down behind the couch. Oh, we go through so many toys. We go through so many toys. Yeah, they did a little brief thing about the what was said in court, but we're waiting for the lawyers and family members to come out and give us a statement, Ava. Yeah, Gavin Fish is good. He really is. No, it's okay, Ava. It's okay. We're just here to share. We're just hanging out, girl. Ain't nothing serious going on over here. Ain't nothing serious going on over here. We're just hanging out, waiting for the attorneys to come out and speak. And I'm trying not to smoke on camera, y'all, but I'm really having a hard time here. Back is bothering me so bad. I don't mean to complain. Y'all know I don't ever. I hate to complain. I don't ever complain. That's not me. But you know, if I am complaining, it's got to be rough. Sorry, that was a gummy. Y'all, I just ate on camera. I don't ever eat on camera. I just stuck a gummy in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Let me chew it up. District attorney. There's a district attorney. He just walked out. I hate these gummies take forever to chew too. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's sticky, Ava. Oh yeah. That's sticky, Ava. I know, Glitter, but I don't ever eat on stream. I do smoke, but usually in the nighttime. Like if I stream like in the middle of the night, what normal people's middle of the night, which is my middle of the day, evening time. I will smoke, but I try not to do it during the day. I'm on camera anyways. But that gummy, ugh, those gummies are hard to chew. So Gavin's still he's over there waiting around for the conference too, huh? Everybody is. We all been here forever waiting. Do they not realize how many people they have waiting on them? My big old chat here. We're all just sitting here waiting. Gavin's probably got hundreds and thousands of people in there or something. And I'm over here just chatting along. Hey y'all. Yes, I enjoy streaming. I enjoy being here. 4:13, almost at 4:20. And see, my clocks are wrong because my computer currently says it's 5:06, but I know it's not 5:06 because when y'all type, my computer actually says the time is 5:13. I see the time in chat, but the computer clock is different than the actual time. I keep seeing these people in the background in the window rolling around dollies, holding the dollies with all the court stuff, the documents and stuff, the boxes of documents. I do too, Hawkeyes. I mean, I enjoy the smaller channels because you can be more personal. Yeah, we all want to grow and all that, but still, you know who your OGs are. You know who's always been there for you, who shows up at those streams regardless, day or night. They come and they hang out, whatever. So I enjoy because we get more one-on-one. I mean, imagine if I had, I don't know, shits and giggles, 2,000 people in here. I couldn't be as personal as I am with the people in the chat, and I don't ever want to be that way. I still want to be able to be as personable as I can to each and every one of you. It's just I do this for my enjoyment, hanging out, and my being able to socialize and talk to people because with what I do, taking care of elders, I don't get that. I don't get that. So I enjoy the smaller channels and being able to be more personable and I appreciate every one of you that are here. Try to catch me when you can. Yeah, I usually come on in the middle of the night. Well, 11:30 or 1:30 in the middle of the night, but that's because Hector works nighttime, and my hours are not everybody's normal hours. So, and I usually won't stream before I have to get him off of work. But being that this was an important, I felt I wanted to, stream this.
About an hour ago, and David is now expected in court this afternoon.
Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo joins us now
Oh, we're still
live
waiting.
in downtown LA with what we've been learning
I
this
planted
morning.
seeds
Tim.
yesterday.
Philip, Colleen, it is a whole bunch of new information, including the what, when, where, and why in this case. The DA's office, literally as we speak, filing those first-degree murder charges against the singer known as David, real name David Burke, who faces the possibility, if convicted, of a life behind prison or even the death penalty if the DA chooses to do so. They revealed new information, including the fact that they claim this 14-year-old victim, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, was invited over to a home that Burke had been renting in the Hollywood Hills last spring. They say that's where he killed her. This is because they claim the sexual relationship that he
I wonder if Neo spilled a lot when he went and spoke with the grand jury. I wonder if a lot of this is something he said.
was having with this girl when she was
Thought.
only 13 and 14 years old as an effort to cover up their relationship to preserve his budding music career.
Oh, Cara.
These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances.
We now know investigators believe the 14-year-old was killed on April 23rd of last year, 5 months before her body was found in the trunk of a Tesla parked in the Hollywood Hills, not far from a house that Burke was renting, which is the location detectives believe that murder took place. This investigation obviously has taken a long time, 7 months, but today the DA says they believe they have their man. Part of the reason it may have taken so long, Rivas's body was dismembered and it was badly decomposed. Her remains only discovered 4.5 months after she was killed, according to the DA. District Attorney Nathan Hochman said investigators have physical, forensic, and digital evidence that ties the 21-year-old singer to her death, and this first-degree murder charge includes special circumstances that make David eligible for the death penalty.
Back to this being a parent's nightmare. On April 23rd, 2025, as been alleged by the complaint, Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again. This murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night.
Attorneys representing David Burke say they intend to, quote, vigorously defend David's innocent, end quote. And that defense will start later this afternoon. As I mentioned, the DA's office literally was filing the charges after that press conference at about 10:30 this morning. David is expected in court for his arraignment 1:30 or maybe a little bit after that this afternoon. Also today at the press conference, likely in the courtroom and certainly after the courtroom, we have seen Rivas's family here. She spoke with the DA and chief of police. They have not spoken publicly about this case literally at any point. We are expected to hear from them after the arraignment a little bit later this afternoon, the first time we will hear from them.
And we're still waiting. Yeah, I thought it was 12 too, but that's not what they're saying over here. See, that's what I had thought too. And then they're saying, hang on. Where did I find? I've seen it somewhere. It said. Yeah, somewhere it said, man, where did I even see that at? Hang on, let me see if I can find it over here. Okay, it says that the alleged sexual abuse began while she was still 13, is what they're saying. But let me see if I can. She was a 7th grader at the time. Hernandez, let's see. Okay, here we'll watch this while they're still over here and they haven't got there yet. April 2024, Hernandez goes missing. She was 13, a 7th grader at the time, was reported missing out of Lake Elsinore area sometime 2024. She was last seen April 5th, 2024 in Lake Elsinore. Matthew Rivas, the girl's brother, told NBCLA that she disappeared. She was on her way to see a movie with Burke. He had his family members were aware that the girl knew the singer. So then August 5th, David goes on tour. Late August, early September, a Tesla is impounded. Tesla Model Y was impounded after being abandoned for a month in Hollywood Hills. September 8th was when the body was discovered in the impounded Tesla. Said tow yard workers at Hollywood Tow noticed strong odor coming from a Tesla on the lot, reported its law enforcement. When the police officers responded, they inspected the vehicle and opened the front trunk where human remains were discovered. They keep calling it a frunk. I've never heard the word frunk before until this case, but okay. The front trunk, where human remains were discovered inside some bags, officers found a decomposed head and torso, as well as severed limbs and dismembered body parts. Death investigation was then launched. The same night, David performed in Minneapolis as part of his Wither tour. September 9th, 2025, investigators say the Tesla is registered to David. So investigators learned Tesla contained the body, was registered to David. Representatives for the singer said he was cooperating with law enforcement. Okay. David has been informed about what's happened, and although he's still out on tour, he's fully cooperating with authorities, a spokesperson for David said in a statement at that time. Homicide investigators determined the remains belonged to a female. Due to the decomposition of the body, identification was delayed, law enforcement told NBC News. So then on September 16th, 2025, remains are identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez. They officially identified as 14-year-old Celeste Hernandez through forensics. She was found a day after what would have been her 15th birthday. So then September 17th, Hollywood Hills home searched. A rental home in the Hollywood Hills was searched in connection with the investigation. Officials said the singer had been staying at the home before he went on tour. At the time, law enforcement sources told NBC News that detectives were searching for digital devices that could have recordings connected Hernandez to the location. And I think I heard that guy, that ugly guy that I don't like that keeps walking in front of the mic. I heard him say something about 40 terabytes. Something about 40 terabytes. Oh, he did. He just looked horrible. He looked horrible. Yeah, he knows he's screwed. He knows he's screwed. Yeah, it may have started at 12. Okay. So then September 19th, 2025, tour is canceled. In the wake of the investigation, the singer's remaining U.S. tour dates were canceled. September 21st, the vigil is held. Members of the Lake Elsinore community gathered to mourn Hernandez's death. My nephew went to school with her since kindergarten. Just want to say, as if it was my daughter, I wouldn't want her to be forgotten. I just want justice for this little girl because whatever happened to her wasn't just an accident. I don't want her to be forgotten, what resident said. September 24th, 2025, Hernandez family gets custody of her body. So they planned an October 4th, 2025 memorial service. November 18th, 2025, David's name is suspect. LAPD source with direct knowledge of the investigation told NBC Foreign Investigations at the time that some sources said that despite what the singer's representative had previously said, David actually had not been cooperative in the investigation. They also shared that investigators believe Hernandez's death happened in the spring of 2025, and the suspect likely had help dismembering and disposing of the body. November 21st, 2025, court orders Hernandez's death details sealed. So they sealed the information on the ongoing investigation. Medical examiners received a court order to place a security hold on publicly viewable information on the case at the request of the police. That meant the timing, cause, or manner of death of Hernandez was kept from public knowledge. No records or details associated with the case, including the cause and manner of death and medical examiner report, can be released or posted on the website until further notice. So then February 2026, David's family tries to block testimony enforcement in LA. So Los Angeles prosecutors and police officers sought to have David's mother, father, and brothers testify before a grand jury investigation in the case. Courthouse documents filed in Texas show the suspect's family is based in Texas, which is why the filing was made in the Lone Star State. Court filing, which typically would be sealed since they were dealing with a secret grand jury investigations, went public since the singer's family tried to block their enforcement by going to a Texas judge. The judge ultimately denied their petition. April 16, 2026, David is arrested but not charged. 7 months after the teenage body was discovered, David was arrested on probable cause warrant in connection with the murder. Although Singer wasn't charged in the case, he's held without bail. Case is slated to be presented to the DA's office Monday, which we've done that. Let us be clear, the actual evidence in this case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and that was not the cause of her death. Attorneys Blair Burke, Marilyn Bednarski, and Regina Peterson in a statement. There's been no indictment returned by any grand jury in this case, and no criminal complaint filed. David has only been detained under suspicion. And then he appeared in court. And I don't know what's happening, but we've got some people that are unplugging their mic. So hang on, let me stop screen and reshare. There's no sound. But people are adjusting mics again, so. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's so many discrepancies right now. Because I thought she was 12. So y'all are saying 11. Yeah. Let's see if I see anything else. Low. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Short.
Yeah, vigil was held in Lake Elsinore for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She is, as Corinne mentioned, the teenager whose decomposed remains were discovered in the trunk of a Tesla and then tied to a popular singer named David. Rachel Menitoff joining us live in Hollywood now with that story. Rachel?
Rick, Corinne, good evening to you both. Many parents and classmates attended tonight. Some told us they didn't know Celeste well.
This was her, the vigil.
But they can put themselves in her family's shoes and realize this could have happened to someone they love and care for.
Santa Maria, Madre de Dios.
A Lake Elsinore community mourning the suspicious death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. While we don't know how she died, the teen's decomposed body was found inside a Tesla at a Hollywood tow lot after someone reported a stench coming from the car, which happens to be registered to popular R&B singer David.
This really hits home as a mom, and this could have been anybody's kid.
Celeste was last seen alive in April 2024 in her hometown of Lake Elsinore, about 60 miles southeast of LA. She was 13 at the time. Her mom tells TMZ her daughter had a boyfriend named David, and both David and Rivas reportedly had matching tattoos on their index fingers.
Yep.
Last week, LAPD detectives searched a home in the Hollywood Hills where the performer stayed and were seen leaving with a computer and other items.
Dios te salve María, llena eres.
Tonight, amidst this large group of mourners, is a hope for clarity and answers about Celeste's disappearance and untimely death.
I feel really bad for what happened to her because the story is so messed up, and it's like I don't even know what to say. My friend told me about it, and it's like I never imagined that would happen.
And David seems to have canceled the rest of his U.S. tour, which was scheduled to wrap up in L.A. and San Francisco, as his involvement in the case becomes more of a focal point. A representative for him tells us that he is fully cooperating with the investigation. We're live in
They're still over here hanging out. You really think so, Rock Chuck? Think the parents are maybe the ones that are pushing it? Yeah, I mean, she did. But you know, gosh, I'm thinking about back when Muffins was little, and her doing all the crazy shit of trying to run away and jumping out of a car and running through a cornfield, and all the craziness of a teenager of trying to quote control them. You know, man, it makes it so hard. Makes it so hard, and you don't know what was going on at home. That was it something that she was dealing with at home? Was it just her personally didn't want to be at home anymore? Did she see the rock star life as yes, that's why I sat on her, Denise. Damn it. Y'all never gonna let me forget that. I never will forget. Yes, that's why you sit on your child when you're 300 pounds and they're only 115 pounds and they start acting up. You sit on your child until she can't move anymore and she bites you on your boobie because she's trying to get away. Um, we all go through it. We all go through it. Yes, rock chalk. They do. They think they're boss nowadays, and even. But I mean, we're talking. 20 years ago, my daughter thought she was boss, and Muffins had to learn real quick. Mama was big, and Mama could hold her down. But damn, she had some teeth on that child. She always had good teeth. Fight the shit out of me. I love her though. Exactly, rock chalk. What do you do when your child keeps running away? What can you do? What can you do? You sit on them. You sit. Take my advice. You sit on your kid. No, don't take my advice. Oh gosh, here's this guy again. He better not speak. If he speaks in the microphone, I'm gonna end my stream. I swear to y'all. If this man speaks into the microphone, says anything disgusting, I'm ending my stream. Rock exactly. That would be considered abuse these days. I mean, I can remember leaning over the arm of the couch and my dad paddling me with his belt. But nowadays, that's not going to fly. It wouldn't fly. Your 11-year-old met someone on Roblox and tried to get. Oh no. Oh, Southern. That is horrible. That's and Roblox is I've been putting together a few things to do a stream on Roblox and the scariness of it all and what I have do you know I can win okay. The incident where Muffins ran through the cornfield. Yes, this mommy did call the police, and the police did come to my house. Now, they did tell me I could paddle her on the bottom from the top of the buttocks to the bottom of the buttocks, but I couldn't go any higher on her back or any lower onto her legs to legally spank her. That's what they told me in the state of Texas. I could go on her buttocks. I couldn't go above the top of her buttocks and the below on any part of her legs. And I could spank her. That's what they told me in front of her. Now, I'm sorry. How hard is it to try to spank a teenager? I mean, trust me, it's hard. So you sit on them. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I sat on her. Yeah, busting ass corporal punishment in Kansas isn't allowed. Yeah. Man, my mama used to have a wooden spoon. Not even gonna lie, she had a wooden spoon, and you just get in the crossfire of that wooden spoon, and your ass was gonna get hit. You can run and dodge, but once that once that wooden spoon hit and made contact, you knew it. You knew it, and it's so different. Right, there you go, Cindy. It's not illegal to spank a child, but it's not practical to spank a teenager. It's not practical. It's not practical at all. Your mom had a fly swatter? Now, I have a fly swatter and I just pointed at the dogs. I don't ever hit them, but they know that whipping noise that it makes, they know they have to behave. I go, shove it, and they'll stop because they know that sound and they don't like it. Oh, yeah, we picked our own switches too. We weren't smart enough to not pick the skinny ones. We just thought if we picked the little one that it wouldn't hurt as bad, or at least I did. I thought it wouldn't hurt as bad. Oh no, oh no. I picked it off the fig tree. The fig tree, that was the worst. Oh, yeah. Fig tree limbs. Mm-mm. See, this guy says, I'm out of here. Same in Kansas. Slapped son's leg when he was. Right, cops found him after he went missing. He had the gall to report me. Shit. I told Muffins. I told her when she was little. I said, you know what? You go ahead and call. You want me to dial the number for you? You go ahead and call. Because you know what? You're the one that's going to leave this house, not me. You get to go live at a new home. I get to come home and I get to stay here. So you go ahead. I'll help you pack your bags. And you get to go live at a whole new house. Oh, was that Mark? Is Mark there? I wasn't even paying attention. That was Mark, really? Look, let me rewind that a second. Is it? Yeah, it is. Well, Abby. Mark is smart. He's another YouTube channel. A medal? Stop it, Denise. Denise, I'm dead. You just took me out. Oh, Denise. Oh, my gosh. Glitter, you're so funny.
Hey everyone, I don't want you to wait around any longer. Nobody's coming out and speaking, so you guys can all go home. Okay, nobody from the DA's office, so your family's not here. And I don't know about the defense, but I'm told they're gone too.
Did y'all just hear that?
You guys want to pack it up? Or you guys can stay out here and wait.
Well,
Thank you for everyone.
thank you for totally giving us nothing. This has been fun, guys. We hung out for almost 3 hours and we didn't get a press conference. It's been fun. It's been fun. Oh, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they don't want the public to know, so I need to know what happened, right? I'm gonna have to do a little research. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see what I can put together, and I don't know. I might be back later tonight, but it'd be late tonight, so you may have to catch me on the replay if you can't be here. But I've really enjoyed this, and I appreciate every one of you all being here. And I don't have my little my cute duck, not my cute duck, but I got something. Hang on. Yes, that really just happened. We got to spend time together in the duck pond. There it is. This was our time to spend together. Me to work on a few hours because, as y'all know, I still need a few hours to be monetized. I have fun doing this. I can't wait to get to the point where we can have emojis in chat and all that fun stuff. So if you're new here, thanks for being here. I totally appreciate you and enjoy everybody hanging out. This is me. This is me. And if you haven't given the thumbs up on your way out, be sure to like the stream. It's been a day.